Tuning into the online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans, producing after-shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
If only our listeners and viewers could have been here a minute ago when Cathy may have gotten her favorite joke in on me of all time. I don't think we can say it.
Man, it's best not.
It's best not. But needless to say,
speaking of a minute,
there's makeup running now. Wow. Is that one of your most proudest moments of the year?
It was a good one.
That was up there with like Let's Be Honest.
Yeah.
Tonight and AJ.
It was. Yeah. Good start. Confidence is up. Feeling good about myself.
Welcome back, Johnny.
Hey, I didn't go anywhere. I was here last week. What the hell are you talking about?
Confidence through the roof.
And I spilled my water right before the show.
Oh my God.
I literally have a pool of water in front of me with electronics and lights. I don't know. I might get zapped. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Maybe if there are paper towels anywhere, feel free to bring them in. If not, we'll let it ride for an hour. See what happens. Any hoozles. Welcome to the show, everybody.
Oh, Lord.
It's the Raw After Show after Survivor Series, after Monday Night Raw in Indianapolis, Indiana. Wow, it ended. Well, let's not even get into the ending. Let's just introduce everybody. Jonny Loquasto at JQuasto on Twitter. Next to me, old quick wit here.
Your favorite person ever.
At Cathy Kelley. we're kind
hey.
of. I thought you were wearing green. Forget it. I thought we were imagining.
No, but hair is always greener on the other side.
Yes, it is. Speaking of which, he is vest for business. He stole the shirt from Jimmy Buffett and stole the hair from the Joker. At The Walking Dale on Twitter. He's Dale Rutledge.
Don't hate that. I ain't hating that. Thank you.
I ain't hating, man.
Green had to make its re-debut.
Yo, I'm digging the mohawk and everything.
It's like Daniel Bryan.
good.
You got repackaged while you were away.
Yeah.
I'm the more improved.
Dale, thank you.
Yeah. Just like Fandango, we're like, wait, what's different?
Wait till you see me Latin
Oh, you got a Spanish girl with you. That's what it is. Got it.
She has a name, John.
She's not Spanish, everybody. She is from the state of Maine. She's the in-arena host for the LA Kings, and her entire family's a bunch of hockey players. They can all kick some ass. As actually, I know for a fact you were a hockey player.
I was.
And you would fight.
I am.
You were a scrapper.
And I did. I was, yes.
She's as Spanish as Fandango is.
Exactly.
Si, senor.
Find her on Twitter at Carrlyn Bathe. She's Carrlyn Bathe.
Hey, guys.
What's up, girl?
She's our main squeeze.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so
You're
great
welcome.
to be here with all three of you, because I'm usually here when one of you is not.
Right.
So I've been with, like, when Cathy's not here, when Johnny's not here,
Yeah.
when Dale's not here, and now all three of you are here, and I'm here, and it's so great.
It's
And
very rare, though, that all three of us are here.
That's
You know?
It's combustible elements.
I
We have
love it.
paper towels, everybody.
Paper towels.
Talk amongst yourselves. Go
We've
ahead,
been
Carrlyn.
rotating, avoiding you is what has happened.
Yeah.
We need a break.
Yeah, that's what it
We
is.
You
need
could have
some time
told
off.
me. Well, actually, it makes sense why no one was talking to me lately, and it was like, no.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. This might take a while. I spilled a lot of
How
water.
did you
is
spill
going on?
your paper
It's
towels?
leaking, man. It's
But
leaking.
still.
Well, this is apparently not the quicker
Can
picker
we get
upper
a
because
new
I'm using a
cup?
lot of paper towels to clean this mess up.
We need a new cup? Did you crack it? What happened?
No, we need a new host. That's what we need. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. So welcome back to the show, Carrlyn.
Thank you.
We love you, obviously, friend of the show.
I love you guys.
And overall thoughts. I mean, we got to talk Survivor Series a little bit, right?
Yes.
So much happened.
But this was one of the best Raws in a really long time, I feel like.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like, there were a lot of surprises.
Yeah, who would've thought?
It was honestly, for me, it was the first Raw after a pay-per-view in months that felt like a Raw after a pay-per-view.
Okay, I see your point
I can see that. Yeah.
yeah.
The ending was a little odd. With the computer having a damn seizure. I don't know what that was all about. It's a lot of emails coming in. That's a lot of voice-activated emails is what I think it is.
Well,
That was annoying.
I'm saying.
sometimes you only have enough time to shoot some emails off. You get them all out of the way in a row.
That's it.
Yeah.
Those are some fast typers, though. They got them in like over
I
and over.
forgot
Like,
to mention.
yeah. Spacebar, enter, spacebar, enter, spacebar, enter, spacebar, enter. Spam, 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 spam. It was, what was that?
Voice activated on the phone. Next week, order will be coming to Raw. Period. I swear to God, order will be coming to Raw. Period. Send to Michael Cole. Period. I don't know.
That's exactly what it was.
I think, yeah.
Daniel Bryan. Who would have thought?
Fantastic.
Oh, right?
Running the show.
Yeah.
God.
Still ain't had a haircut.
Nope.
Doesn't need one.
No. Still looking like the fifth Beatle. I don't think he's any closer to returning to the ring though. But it was wonderful to see him,
Yeah.
and he enjoyed himself.
Yeah. Do we
obviously.
have any status update on that? Do we know?
No. I mean, last you and I talked to him at SummerSlam, and he was like, "Nope."
It's a lot
So-
better than the Roman Reigns live
Updates?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. At a
Actually having
pay-per-view?
him there.
That's
Hey.
kind of weird.
Make us miss it. Don't give us those long, drawn out, like, sad I'm not there.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't need those. Let him come back with a firestorm. We don't
Yeah.
need like an updates. And granted, that was the best update he's given us
Yes.
at
Yes.
Survivor Series.
And I think
Yes.
they have big things planned for him when he comes back, so they just want to make sure that you're not forgetting
Right.
that Roman Reigns is
gonna forget?
very
His
important.
face is too beautiful to forget. Like,
Maybe that's what it
if
is.
you notice, he got some booze last night when they brought him on. I think part of it is like the whole shoving him down the throat thing. It's like, look, let him go away, let him come back and kick some ass. But I don't know what they're doing. I'm just tossing that paper towel. Got it.
Kobe.
Yeah, there you go.
Kobe on the couch.
He's not really there.
Kobe style.
No, he's missing shots.
I see what you're saying. I just didn't like it in my pay-per-view. The pay-per-view was very chatty yesterday. We started off with a lot of talking. We had him pop into talking. Bray Wyatt was talking during a match, which I actually liked.
Yeah.
But because it was the third thing that happened with the talking, I was like, yeah, okay with the talking.
Not a lot of matches.
Yeah.
6 matches on the entire. Wait, no, I'm sorry. Forgot about
Forget the
Slater
bunny.
Gator.
Yeah.
Right, no, that's.
Oh, I forgot
6.5 matches.
so much about that. I forgot that completely.
I think when oh my god, the crowd was on fire last night. They started booing during the backstage segment when they were making the match. Like, is that who made the match? Was it Slater Gator that challenged
Think
them?
so.
I forget what it was, but you actually
Yeah.
heard the audible reaction.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I was okay with it. The bunny's funny.
I thought they were gonna have the bunny reveal last night. I'm waiting for it. Can it just happen already? The bunny's losing steam. I was excited about him like a couple weeks ago, and I just wanted to know who he was. Back when I was here last time, actually, I was like
Yeah.
hot on the bunny, and then now I'm like, come on.
Hot on the bunny.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for the reveal. You gotta
Have
wait.
patience.
No, you gotta wait till Adam Rose goes full on like evil, like
Yeah.
mascara
Yeah.
guy.
I
Okay.
think that they're also still trying to figure out who they want to be under the bunny mask.
I agree.
So they're
I
taking
agree.
their sweet
Change
time.
your
They're like, okay,
minds.
well, we have multiple options.
Yeah.
Who do you
We're not going to see who the bunny is until they have a match
I'm
against
gonna
each
guess
other.
it's not
I think.
Justin Gabriel though.
He's been in the
tonight.
same place
Yeah.
as the bunny.
Yeah.
That was my choice. I thought it was Gabriel was the
Yeah.
main guy.
Well, I mean, he's been the bunny before,
Sure, the bunny.
but
Yeah.
Zayn has been the bunny. I just don't know who's a good storyline bunny
Yeah.
person.
I mean,
Better
it's,
not be Zayn.
Don't waste that on Sami Zayn. No,
No,
please,
no.
God.
that's what
No.
I don't know. It's Zayn or Tyler Breeze right now. Is what I've been
I'd rather
hearing.
see Tyler Breeze in that and then have him, but I don't want to see him in that. But I mean, I'd rather.
Breeze's
If-
character is
Breeze
too
wouldn't ever wear that.
Yeah, I was about to
He
say.
would not cover his face.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right.
It doesn't
You're
make
right.
sense for him.
Breeze has put too much into his character at NXT to show up on Raw and be the bunny.
Yeah.
I mean, you could argue he's the most well-developed character at NXT by
Yeah.
far.
I mean, I think that any person down at NXT given the opportunity to go to the main roster would take it.
They'd do it for the bunny.
They would do it, yes.
I did it all for the bunny. I don't.
Come on.
I think it has to be stuntier than that though, because you don't reveal a new person as the bunny, because then it's not a reveal. It's like, oh, that random guy that I don't know because I don't watch NXT was the bunny. That doesn't work.
Who's somebody they could bring back that we already know that would make sense and make us excited?
As a gimmick or as it like a real feud?
As
someone
possibly both.
Yeah.
What?
I mean,
who would
Hate Adam Rose.
I don't know.
Who?
The Hurricane? I don't know. Someone fun.
Hurricane.
Love the Hurricane. He'd pull it off.
Yeah.
That's all I got right now.
My brain is just blank.
Well, let's think on that while we talk about Raw.
Moving on. The Authority hits the ring, or we could say the former Authority. Of course, they put blame on Sting, and they claim to still be leaders. They claim to still be winners. And Stephanie hopes everyone enjoys their Thanksgiving with their families, and then she just breaks up. She can't even control herself.
Well, that's because the universe is a bunch of bullies.
Big time.
Obviously.
The Star Universe.
Universe.
For God's sake.
Gosh.
Triple H says, I hope you're all enjoying this right now. I hope you're enjoying seeing us humbled, but nobody will be able to make the decisions that are best for business and not what's unpopular. Then he talks on some smack on Sting.
Yeah, he does. Saying his first night was his last night.
Yeah.
Which, given tonight's Raw, that might be true. We don't know. Nothing says big debut by not showing up the next day.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that, though.
It's fine.
Yeah.
But it's just silly.
Right.
It's weird storytelling for me.
What if they only had him on pay-per-views? Like, what's super old school?
Oh, what,
You mean like Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
You have to get the network,
Yeah.
or else you can't see Sting.
Yeah?
I mean, that's not a bad idea, actually.
Ooh.
I think we're going to see a lot of stuntier things with the network involved over 2015.
I hope so.
They're going to get
They'll
real
only
creative.
have him on pay-per-views and main event.
Yes.
Yep.
Wait, okay,
And episodes of Countdown.
And total... Wait, no.
No.
Reruns.
what happened after the
This is the
pay-per-view?
bonus footage on reruns of Total Divas. I ain't a diva. That's all I got.
Speaking of having the network, though, and them doing stuntier things, did anybody watch the post, pay-per-view thing with Vince that they were advertising? Because I was so
Well, it's
excited
on right now.
that I forgot.
No, it's a week
No.
from today.
Oh, it's a week? It wasn't...
Stone Cold and Vince?
Oh!
No, I thought they were speaking to Vince after the pay-per-view last night for, a post-show,
Oh, I don't know.
interview.
I did not see
didn't
that,
see that.
actually. I had to watch the pay-per-view 3
You're
hours
wrong.
late, so I avoided all internet until I actually got to watch, so I had no idea what was happening.
I might have misheard, saw, whatever. I
Okay.
got too excited, and then I just forgot.
Speaking of excited, I dropped my damn computer on the ground during the main event, and I missed Mark Henry's elimination. That's how fast that was.
Yeah.
My computer froze on me on Luke Harper's face, and I had to restart everything, and I come to, and all of a sudden, Mark Henry's gone. I'm like,
That's an unfortunate freeze.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Right on Luke
Ew.
Harper's face. A lot of eyeballs.
A lot of eyeballs.
Any hoozles. All right. So yeah, basically talks smack on Sting, says without authority in the WWE, there'll be maybe 2 or 3 weeks of functioning.
Yeah,
It's going to be
tops.
worthless. Tops.
Yeah.
I mean, hey. And without the authority, there's no John Cena, there's no Ziggler, there's no Ryback, and there's no you, and there's no you, and there's no you, and there's no you.
What in the...
That's what Triple H said. There's no us.
He has a lot more authority than I thought he did.
It's like the picture from Back to the Future. We all just disappear without the authority.
Oh.
Yep. That's what happens.
Hi, Marty McFly.
And he says, we're going to leave now, but mark our words, you will beg for us to come back. I find that very, very interesting because a lot of times when you hear lines like that, it is foreshadowing. But the question is, how can that possibly be foreshadowing? Why would we ever want Triple H and Stephanie to come back? That's what I wonder.
No, it's not why would we want it, it's why would John Cena ever want it.
Yeah.
That's what you have to be in the mindset of.
This new anonymous Raw general manager that we learned about later is going to be worse than the authority. So much worse that we'll wish the authority was back.
I just feel like John Cena is going to be the stand-up guy and take sympathy on Steph, at least, maybe Triple H as well, just because of how upset she gets, and then eventually brings her back.
That definitely is going to come into play.
Yeah.
I agree.
The question is, though, who is appointing this anonymous, Vince McMahon said nothing about it. All of a sudden, it just...
They got to go get ready for Thanksgiving. You ain't got time to worry about it. We'll find out later.
Ain't nobody got time for that?
Ain't nobody got time for that. It's a big-ass turkey they got to make
It's a
over there.
real big turkey.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
McMahons.
Huge.
A lot of McMahons.
Gotta feed them all.
Well, we'll get to Vince's appearance because I enjoyed the heck out of it. But first off, Daniel Bryan yeses them out of the arena.
That was great.
Yes is right in their face.
He did. I was waiting for. Dude, I thought Triple H was going to clock him.
Why didn't he?
I don't know.
Because he's injured.
You don't work there anymore. But
How excited did we all get? Like that didn't get. We didn't check Twitter. We didn't get nothing. We were like, boo! Like, we all freaked out.
Yeah.
It was so good.
I won't have you replay exactly the noise that you just made. Okay, there it is. Got it.
She'll do it anyways.
That's why she hosts in front of 20,000 people.
Yeah.
So I say people.
I did.
Make a fool of myself.
People.
We the people.
People power. After the break, Daniel Bryan's still in the ring, and everyone's arms are exhausted. He says he's in charge tonight of running Monday Night Raw. The authority hits the Rams, Seth Rollins, and everybody else. But Rollins hits that mic, and he ain't happy about it. Daniel Bryan shuts him up right quick, and he says the WWE Universe is going to choose Rollins' tag team partners tonight in a 6-man tag. Actually, it wasn't even a 6-man tag match. It was just versus Ziggler and...
It was a 3-on-2 handicap.
Yeah.
3-on-2 handicap match. The options are A, Mark Henry, Luke Harper. B, Mark Henry and Kane, the damn demon.
Concessions game.
Concessions game.
Indeed. And number 3, J&J Security Systems Plus.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the full name. That's what I call them.
Sounds good.
They aren't even real security.
Yeah, I'm so
Oh my gosh.
I'm so glad Rollins said that. I don't know if it was by accident or not, but when he
That
goes,
was definitely on accident.
Totally.
I think so. He was flustered because it looked like his mic wasn't working at the top of the segment or when he came out, and he said some line like, "Oh, are you even in charge of who gets to use the mics or not?"
Right.
And then he was flustered from that. So he's like, "They're not even real security. I mean, they're just security guards."
I mean, I would have stuck with it.
It worked either way, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, by saying both, then it got a little confusing, I guess. But
It was good. It was like it was a flub, and then he covered for it in real life or as a
He
script.
goes, no,
I don't know,
you're
but
just security guards.
either way, it's
Like,
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, it goes to show you, it's not easy to do anything live, let alone in front of 20,000 people
Dude,
or however many were there.
My
threw them
mic's
under the
gone
bus.
out, and it's flustered me
Yeah.
so bad. But
Yeah.
sometimes it's all about reception on where you are in the building too. So he could have been like really far away, or the guy just didn't turn it on. So.
They
That's
were busy
true.
prepping all those email noise sound effects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got
Exactly.
a lot of fake emails to send. So we all have an idea who's going to be chosen for Rollins' tag team partners. Then he addresses Kane and says, you know, I want to ask the universe if Kane should be the director of operations. Everyone says no, no, no. He then gives him a new title of Director of Food and Beverage, and he'll be now known as Concessions Kane.
Which sounds like a fun job.
That
to be
sounds
honest.
great.
Yeah.
I want
bet
to
you
buy
could
my
do that.
popcorn from him.
Yeah.
At an arena, though?
Can I get a cane dog?
I'd like take Dale with me and be like, hey Dale, let's bet who can make him smile first. And, like, games like that, like here.
He's like one of those guards in London. He'll just stand there.
Do you have any candy corn?
Kane.
No. No.
Cotton candy?
No.
No.
No. Not laughing at. You got me. Damn it. Damn it.
I owe you a Coke.
So they bring out the hot dogs and the popping corn. They give it to Kane. He's got to get to work.
Finally.
Yeah.
He's actually got to do something for once.
That's right. He's working those hourly
Not
jobs.
that cushy corporate position.
Nuh-uh. He's making that minimum wage.
Different kind of uniform.
That's right.
Getting yelled at by some chick who we thought was the
Physical therapist.
Yeah. She looked nothing like her.
She was
a little.
They picked the plainest,
Plain.
of plain Janes on the planet. No offense, you're a very beautiful woman, lady.
You do
but
everything
you're,
you do so well.
Yeah,
I
so
don't
well.
think she's
We just don't know what that is.
They picked just somebody who was forgettable, just like the physical therapist, who I still can't forget. I'm just
Well, that's because that was so weird.
yeah.
And she
we
also
never
had
addressed it again.
she had very dead eyes. The woman tonight was a much better actress. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, she was good. She almost laughed. She almost broke at the end.
Yeah.
It was great.
Pretty funny.
Loved it.
Popcorn.
Cathy Kelley, everybody.
Thanks.
He then addresses Rusev and he says, you have two options. Compete in a battle royal tonight for the U.S. Championship or recite the Pledge of Allegiance in front of everybody with the American flag draped behind you.
Or neither.
Well, That wasn't option C, Dale.
Apparently it was.
Were you watching?
He made it anyways. He made it as option C.
He then goes to Luke Harper and says, actually, well, of course, Rusev and Lana storm off like harumph. He then goes to Luke Harper and says, tonight you'll be fighting by yourself for the IC title against the Lunatic Fringe Dean Ambrose. Okay, we're down with that. And last but not least, Mark Henry. He has a guy who wants to avenge his loss to Mark Henry 2 years ago at WrestleMania, and that man is Dale.
Well, I wasn't listening.
The man who wants to avenge his loss to Mark Henry 2 years ago at WrestleMania.
Ryback, obviously. The big fry.
The Ryback.
The Ryback.
Yeah.
It's like when Facebook used to be the Facebook.
Tossed up the softball and he just let it hit the ground.
I thought it was the big guy, maybe, but then he just went with the Ryback.
The big guy's fine.
He got confused.
Anyways, that match is happening now. All right, so boom. Ryback versus Mark Henry. This was about 37 seconds. Ryback attacks, slams him into the post. Next thing you know, meat hook clothesline for the win. Didn't even have to shell shock him. Wow. So for everyone who were worried about Ryback being the first eliminated last night, just shut your mouth.
Don't gotta worry.
Oh, they're not going to push him anymore. Well, they're done with Rybacks, but shut up. They're not. Okay.
You sounded like you sounded like Butters from South Park. They're not gonna push Ryback. So yeah, that was easy. The question is, wow, Mark Henry just getting.
He can't stand on his feet for more than 10 seconds in a match.
Humbled.
But the thing is, it doesn't really affect Mark Henry. He's like the Big Show. It's never going to hurt him because he's still a massive man that can do whatever he wants when they give him the right thing.
Take like a month off and then he'll come back and be the strongest man ever.
Totally fine.
Very true. So that was a fast match, faux show. Next thing, Stephanie and Triple H, they are walking out in the parking lot, eventually going to their limousine, as the Authority tends to do, and they run into a man named Vincent Kennedy McMahon. And Stephanie's not very happy. She's very, very sad, as a matter of fact. Carrlyn and Cathy. She's not pleased, and she was almost embarrassed to talk to her father. I mean, what did she have to say? I don't know.
I'm sorry.
The hell you say? That's what Vince had to say back.
What else, Cathy? Tell me more.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever apologize. I never apologize for anything, damn it. I'm disappointed, is what I am. I'm disappointed I got to sit and eat Thanksgiving dinner with all you guys. You two. You two. Not all you guys.
Not everybody, yeah.
But you and
those two. He's disappointed in those
daughter, my son-in-law.
Yeah, that guy.
Get in the limo using gas.
You better get in the other side of the limo.
Yeah, you get it. You walk around.
Don't you come in my side.
You walk around, damn it.
I don't want to get in the limo.
Get in the back seat.
The look on Triple H's face.
Classic.
So good.
Yeah.
He's like, this motherfucker.
Right. Because Stephanie's the one breaking down, but like what I loved about this scene is you could just see the look in Triple H's eyes. This makes us wonder, is this going to be something down the road, Vince versus Triple H? Because just the way, because Triple H may have a suit on. A soup? He's wearing a suit.
He totally has a suit on.
He's wearing a Campbell's Chunky. He's wearing a suit. But people forget he can still destroy anybody.
In a soup.
In a soup.
Is that what they called you when you were a kid? Campbell's Chunky?
Damn! As a matter of fact,
I read that somewhere, yeah.
Confidence still going up.
Way up. Didn't even just bring up the memory that I went as a wide load pickup truck for my 11th Halloween.
Oh,
no, you didn't.
I bet you
I did. There's pictures of it, yeah. Yep.
Wide load.
And I'm feeding you French fries and watermelon Sour Patch Kids.
You really are.
I'm trying to bring it back. Bring me back, young Johnny.
Yeah. Everything's coming up, Fat Quasto. But I love, like you said, I love the way Triple H looked at Vince, man. It was because it makes you wonder, oh wow, what's happening down the road?
Something is definitely brewing. Triple H is getting more and more irritated by this situation. Even in the past couple of days, he's been getting a little on edge around Vince.
You know, Vince put him in this predicament, and Vince's excuse is that, you know, you got to overcome any obstacle, and, you know, you're a McMahon, damn it. And, you know, that whole, but at the same time, it's like, he put him in the situation. As you can tell, he's biting his tongue anyway because it's his father-in-law.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I think there's a bigger game of play for sure. I don't know if Sting is involved in this scenario as well, or if that's just happy coincidence. But I could see Vince paying off Sting or something, you know.
I mean, we got to believe that this whole anonymous Raw GM thing, there's no way it could be Sting, right? That's too obvious.
Sting can't send that many emails.
I didn't think that, so maybe it could, because it wasn't obvious to me. I'm like their target demographic. I fall for everything. Like tonight, I was like, was he really hurt? Like missed out on the corner. We'll get to that.
Someone in chat just said Sting versus Triple H WrestleMania 31.
I'm into it.
Yeah.
Book it.
Book it.
I agree. Book it.
Book it.
Book it.
I mean, I wouldn't.
Excuse me.
I wouldn't guarantee that yet. I mean, there could be a lot of ways
Johnny,
to go.
Book it.
I can't book
Get in a limo, Johnny.
Fine, I'll send him down this email. I'm sending an email.
Okay.
Thank you.
That was really fast.
See?
You're so fast.
I just do you see me typing?
Oh, you're really good.
I'm sending emails.
1,000 words per minute or something. Oh yeah, you're really good.
Yep. I don't even like have
Just sent 47 emails right now.
Yep. WrestleMania 31, Northern California. We got it.
Got it.
I don't know. I think Sting's obviously going to do something. I wouldn't rule out Sting versus someone else, but you guys want to book it, we'll book it. All right.
I know you want Undertaker. Is that what you're implying?
No, I'm not. Actually, I wasn't even implying Undertaker. I'm thinking, let's not even rule out even Sting versus Cena. You don't know.
I want Undertaker.
I would like to see Sting versus Bray Wyatt, but
Sure.
Sting versus Brock Lesnar.
Sting versus everyone.
Yeah. Sting. I mean, that was amazing. Really, when he came out and the death drop to Triple H looked phenomenal.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, for Sting's age, the guy stays in great shape, and he clearly still wants to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I just
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
I would have loved to see, like, I mean, it was cool how Sting came out, but like it'd be still fun to see him like just hanging out in dark areas, and just like
Come down.
We got time.
holding a baseball bat.
I thought he was gonna have a baseball bat. I thought his jacket looked stiff. I was like, he's got a bat in there. I know he does. And then
We got to remember that the first time he came out with the bat and everything, he had a lot more to fight against because like the NWO and all, like he just showed up here, so there's no reason for it per se.
Or Vince called him. Whichever you want to think.
Either way. Dean Ambrose versus Luke Harper for the IC title. This match actually ran quite a while. Physical, as you would expect. Harper with the advantage early on, but Ambrose hits that sweet elbow off the top ropes, then sends himself over the top ropes to take out Harper outside the ring. I really dug I mean, it's hard not to dig these two guys in a match. Mm-hmm. I certainly didn't think that there was going to be a decision, which I guess there kind of was.
I mean,
I didn't like that thrown into the ref.
Yeah.
That was cheesy.
It happens.
But the ref was watching. Like, he could see that's what happened.
he could have moved. He's just a dummy.
Who won the match, technically? Ambrose.
Well,
no.
he pushed Ambrose into...
It's a DQ,
it's just
so yeah.
I think with Wyatt coming out, though, well, then they wanted Bray to go... I mean, they wanted Ambrose to go a little crazy again.
Yeah.
Because I kept thinking Wyatt was going to come out and interrupt the match. But they did it a different way. I don't know. It seemed okay. It's not about these two guys anyways, right? It's just about building to Wyatt.
It wasn't.
Ambrose.
And it's good you bring that up because, of course, as Dean Ambrose is outside the ring, kind of shows up Luke Harper. Bray attacks from behind. Sister Abigail outside the ring tosses him over the announcer's table and then buries him with what?
Chairs and more chairs.
Furniture.
Things.
Cushy chairs.
Tables. IKEA stuff.
IKEA stuff.
Yep.
Metal.
Swedish men.
There's some Cheetos out there.
Right. A little bit of everything.
I saw
JBL's
Cheez-It.
hat.
JBL's
His hat did go flying during
The
this.
kid. Popcorn from the kid.
Popcorn from Concession Kane. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Candy corn? No, we already did that joke.
Nuts.
Yeah.
But I dig it. I mean, last night, Dean Ambrose completely buried Bray Wyatt.
Yeah.
Bray Wyatt gets the comeback and buries him under the announcer's table and then just stands on the announcer's table. I mean, you know, people have said that, I want to see the storyline heat up. Well,
It got turned up.
This feud, I mean, it can do no wrong in my eyes. These two guys are so great, and they're just feeding off each other. The energy is always spot on between these two, and I can't wait to see more.
I feel like they really like working with each other too. Like it's just they're just so on each other's team to make it so good for us, and I love that.
Well, Dean Ambrose is the kind of guy that can literally make a feud with anybody.
Yeah.
But then when you put him with someone like Seth Rollins, it's pure fire. And now all of a sudden you put him with Bray Wyatt, it's going to be pure fire. And I don't think his thing with Rollins is over. But right now, him and Wyatt can easily continue through 2015 and maybe up to the Rumble. I don't know. We're only 2 months away from the Rumble.
Right around the corner.
That's crazy.
They already got a match at TLC.
Yeah.
We're probably not going to see Lesnar until then.
Lord.
Who?
So wait,
Who?
Exactly.
please tell me TLC is the final pay-per-view before the Rumble, right?
It is.
It's got to be.
It is.
Ooh, that's exciting. Then we got a full 5-6 weeks after TLC. That's pretty cool.
There's nothing in January? Is the
Yeah,
Rumble in
Royal
January?
Rumble, but it's like
When?
January 20 somebody.
Right. There's only 3 weeks before until TLC. Actually, we're 20 days away as we speak, and then we got about 5-6 weeks before the Rumble.
So quick
Yeah.
between pay-per-views.
3 weeks between these two.
So fast.
I mean, I guess you don't want to put it too close to Christmas because obviously tribute to the troops and everything. So
Well, and nobody's going to be watching a pay-per-view at Christmas time, I guess.
yeah. Go ahead, Carl.
No, I would watch one.
Oh, I was like, why are you
I feel
raising your
like
hand to speak?
That's the time when people would watch because they're not working.
Together
Yeah, but
with
they
your
gotta like hang out with their family and
Well,
stuff.
Grandma can watch the pay-per-view too.
Yeah, my
She
grandma loves
should.
wrestling.
I will say this: I do miss Survivor Series being on Thanksgiving, but then again, I also am glad that
They get to
everyone,
spend time.
right?
Yeah.
I'm glad everyone has their holidays. So
Sting
Oh, well.
versus Grumpy Cat
I mean,
is suggested in chat roll.
solid.
I'm not as enthusiastic, but I'll say, book it!
That'll be the pre-show.
There you go.
Got it. All right, Big E, a new day. Just wanted to mention it. Happy about it.
Next week, man.
Well, yeah, we're getting there.
All right, I won't say anything else about it.
Yeah.
spoiler alert.
Shush it.
Big E.
That's right. Santino and Larry the Cable Guy hit the ramp.
Oh God.
I love Santino.
Is
by
that
the way.
who that was?
Santino, we missed you, and I'm glad you're healthy and making a comeback because I know you retired.
Glad him and Emma aren't together anymore.
I love them together.
I did, but it wasn't working.
Well, Santino retired flat out, and now he's trying to make it. I guess he's healthy enough to where I think he thought his body wouldn't recover, and it has.
Yeah.
So it's good to see him back.
Yes.
This segment was this.
Schmegman.
This schmegment.
It was a schmegment.
It really was. Larry the Cable Guy makes a King Kong Bundy reference, makes a Fred Savage anything from the 80s, he references it.
He was trying. He was trying real hard.
You're giving him too much credit.
Yeah, but the joke, I'd call me Stone Cold Creamery right there. Dude, that joke has been going for years with Stone Cold versus Cold Stone. It's like, come on.
He doesn't know that.
Larry should know that. He's the highest grossing comic in the country, or at least close to it.
Google it.
Write an original joke, for God's sake. Sorry.
Maybe he didn't write it.
Maybe he just came out and said something.
Not everyone can write all their jokes like you.
And be funny also,
Wait, Johnny,
like
you write
somebody.
Sometimes. Not as good as this one. Clearly.
True that.
Old off-the-cuff Cathy is what they call her. I don't know. I wish this segment was a little better than it was, but thank God Stardust and Goldust saved it.
I don't think Grumpy Cat wrote any of her lines either, if you want to get down to it.
She killed it, though.
She killed it.
I give Grumpy Cat an A+. And the Mizdows. Speaking of which, the Mizdows, the new tag team champions, taking on the Dust Brothers. Wow. Damien Mizdow sporting some beautiful stunt titles.
That was great. Even his titles are not the real titles.
That was amazing. Like, that just reminds me, like, that's what I do. Like, hold the fake, like, at home when I watch stuff.
Well, no one knows that you
and I
wouldn't
mouth
have
all
the real
words,
ones.
and then- no, that's me.
Do you have the replica titles?
No.
Oh, okay.
I have the
Like the Toys R Us
the
version?
wing tip eagle belt what the old
You wear wingtip shoes. Is that what you're saying?
the old eagle
Got it.
belt.
Intercontinental title.
Yeah. Oh,
Title. Jesus.
yeah. I'm at a
Dale,
loss
go.
for words.
You
Go
are
ahead.
Damien Mizdow, is
Yeah.
what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay.
Mouthing all the words, pretending I'm the champ. Got to the point.
You got there.
But this match was enjoyable to watch. Dust Brothers take control early on. After the break, Mizdow's in the ring. While Miz, he gets popped. He's laying near the steps being attended to. So we're like, oh, wait a minute. The doctor's checking him out. What's happening here? Meanwhile, Mizdow's in the ring the entire match. Dust Brothers completely in control, hanging on by a stunt thread. And then eventually Mizdow gets a nice counter, goes for the figure four leg lock. Goldust breaks it up. Mizdow goes for the skull crushing finale. Counter by Stardust, goes for a modified disaster kick. Miz blind tag. Skull crushing finale for the win.
I really wanted this to be the time when Miz would like get a little scratch to his face and just go off on Mizdow.
Right,
Be
like
you are supposed to be my stunt double. You're supposed to protect me. And
Yeah.
then just while they still have the titles, like just
But they just won the title, so they got to have some fun first. They got to get along for a while.
I think something like that should come, though.
But I want them to have a tumultuous relationship now, and it's still, like, they'll still win for a while, but, like, they'll hate each other while they still have the titles.
Well, he's still not able to even hold the title belt. It's like... At least it's a little something that is going on there, and he was not happy about that blind tag yesterday. So I guess he did it back to him today.
Yeah,
the seeds are there, considering Miz did not even acknowledge him.
Yeah,
which is interesting because he's acknowledged him before.
He's getting mad because Mizdow's over. Mm-hmm.
They're chanting Mizdow during anger.
Divas match.
Oh, the Booze versus Cheers last night.
Yeah,
after they won the titles.
That's pretty golden.
I got to admit, I thought the Dust Brothers would hang on. I really did.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I saw you pick that.
I sure did.
Yeah.
I think I got everything wrong.
Did you? No, you picked Nikki.
Oh, sorry. I got one match right out of the whole freaking pay-per-view. Yeah. I love when people say, oh, everything's so predictable. Well, I get every match wrong all the time.
Yeah.
Did Chuck get any right?
I don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
He's not in our predictions type.
This is AFTERBUZZ.
Contendership.
Wrong. Okay.
Wrestling Compadres on Nerdist.
Yeah, promoting it.
Anyways. So, yeah.
I just forgot what he predicted.
So, Miz and Mizdow get the win.
Fantasy match.
Just another team that I can't wait to see what comes next, because we've never really seen a team like these two before.
Like who?
Miz and Mizdow. They're just...
Oh, yeah. It's just... an interesting dynamic that I have no idea where they can go with it, because to break them up is to lose the gimmick entirely.
Yeah.
And so I love the imitation. I mean, the imitation is what makes it fun, and it always puts him as an underdog. So you'll always root for Mizdow because Miz is the one that is taking all the glory. Mm-hmm. But to break that up, they'll just have to repackage him. I mean, there's just no other way around it unless he goes around being Miz and people like start confusing Mizdow for Miz or something. You know, I think they could do something where people in the back think he's Miz now and Miz keeps getting upset or something.
So you're saying people start considering Mizdow the A-lister, and that kind of gets under the... I would love that, because Mizdow would revel in that.
Yeah.
He would be the best A-lister. Like, if that just stayed a part of his storyline, that he was once his stunt double and then kind of stole his gimmick, you don't really need Miz after a while, and he would just be so over at that point. People would love it.
You bring in some reporters and they want to talk to Mizdow instead of Miz. I think
there's one guy that can do that. It's him. Like, and make it awesome.
Because the question is, I mean, while you're holding the tag titles, how often can you keep winning while one guy doesn't acknowledge the other, and then the other guy is literally falling on his ass just because the guy in the ring is falling on his ass?
Yeah.
I love it. It's funny.
How many times can you do it?
You're right. Something's gonna have to happen to where, like, and I can't wait to see, because there's a lot of ways you can go with it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be funny though, and Miz is gonna get livid.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
And Mizdow is gonna get a lot of laughs. Speaking of laughs, next we see Kane just slanging them nom-noms.
Nom 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 nom.
His manager comes up and says, you know, we hear you like to burn things. You have a history, all right, history of violence, and we're not going to let you go near the deep fryer. So your job is chips.
Even the concessions people do a background check. Lord.
You are chips.
It's hard out there.
Kane is chips.
Someone just sent me a picture of you with your bucket shirt on.
Oh yeah, that's an old headshot. That's one of my favorite T-shirts I've ever bought. Who the hell sent that?
You've had that out there
Your
for a while, though.
Yeah.
Your mom's in chat roll.
Ma,
Read so much.
doing,
Now
Ma?
he watches the wrestling.
yeah, it's like almost midnight where you're go to
Send
bed,
childhood pictures, Mom. Young
Jesus.
Johnny.
No, it's not childhood. This is like 3 years ago.
This is like
Oh.
a headshot.
It's not Fat Johnny.
I want.
No, Fat Johnny pictures are out there.
They're amazing.
Oh, stop it.
They're so good.
Well, you say that to all the former fat kids. So yeah, Kane is chips, guys. He is chips.
Kane is chips.
You are chips.
I want to be chips.
Kind of stingy on that nacho cheese, though.
There's no cheese in the nachos.
Yeah.
They were on the sides.
Self-serve?
It was a cup, I think, on the side. Maybe. He ain't making them pay. How you gonna complain about free nachos?
That's true. I didn't see him actually working
Just
the
get
register.
chips.
I mean, I really just getting chips. But.
Kane's awesome.
I want some.
This was for somebody who has had as many changes as him. He totally owned this concession bit tonight. Like,
Oh, yeah.
His grimace was perfect.
So
by saying
angry.
little. Yeah.
How do you think he felt when they told him that was gonna happen?
Honestly, I think he's okay with it. Kane has made no mistake about it that he just loves what he does and is up for anything.
That's good.
And it gets to add variety. I mean, I think that's a fun
Yeah.
He's squirting people with ketchup.
People are done with corporate Kane, so this is something new.
Yeah. He's not trying to be
that
the superstar of the company.
he told us at Comic-Con he loves doing this kind of stuff.
That's awesome.
I mean, it's, after a while, like you're wearing a mask for so many years and you don't speak, this has got to be a lot of fun.
That's true. It's true.
I mean,
Character development.
right. Look at all the little kids that were watching him do that. That's awesome.
They're probably psyched. Look,
Exactly.
he's being nice. Oh my God.
I wish he could have had a hairnet though.
Oh yeah,
They called for one.
Yeah.
Daniel Bryan did.
Daniel Bryan didn't follow through on a lot of his commitments at the time of the show. No hairnet, no battle royal or pledging allegiance.
Right.
He's no
a
authority.
softy.
I tell
Wearing
you
his
what.
house slippers.
That's why they needed a real GM.
Point taken. Next, speaking of which, Dale, Rusev and Lana are in the ring. Lana says, America's not fair. And Rusev says he won't be brainwashed by we dumb Americans. And that's when we go to the Titantron, because Lana says, we go! And as they're walking out, Daniel Bryan says, you know what, I gotta make sure there's a supervisor for y'all to make sure you do your job. And that's Sergeant Slaughter. And anytime Sergeant Slaughter shows up, I say salute. A 10 hut. Okay, moving on. So the flag drops in the ring, and he says, place your hand over your heart, and in a loud, clear voice, this is going to be an order. And he gets into the Pledge of Allegiance. Lana was hilarious.
She was so good on this. She could not choke out America, though. She was.
Pledge allegiance.
She could.
Pledge allegiance to the flag
To the flag.
of the United States of America. You didn't hear me? It's live television.
I can't do it.
United States of America. That's what country we're at. Maggots.
No.
Oh, man, I love it. So they start to get pissed off. She leaves the ring. Rusev starts to back Slaughter down. That's when Jack Swagger and Zeb show up. Patriot Lock.
Perfect.
Rusev runs like a scalded Siberian husky, and it's good to see Swagger back.
Where'd he go?
I don't know.
He was just there like last week. He was going to be in the.
I feel like
He was injured, and then he's not injured, and then now he's here, and then he's
The
not
Pledge
here,
of
and he's
Allegiance should have been a lumberjack Pledge of Allegiance, and
There
then
you go.
Right.
had the battle royale just in case set up. You know.
They should have made him do it. I don't understand what this ultimatum was about if he didn't do either one. It just made Daniel Bryan look weak.
I think it might become...
That he's not going to do stuff?
No, I'm saying maybe that could be a stipulation for a match.
Oh.
Loser has to recite the other nation's Pledge of Allegiance, if Russia even has one. I doubt it!
I wouldn't even know how to do that.
Speaking
What?
Russian?
Yeah, just know another Pledge of Allegiance.
Oh, no one does.
Okay.
That's why you'd have to have someone, you know...
Oh, that's right.
Say it.
It's giving you the words.
Because don't forget, Rusev
Yeah.
got the best of Swagger at SummerSlam. So, I don't know. Maybe this is setting up Rusev Swagger again? Who knows?
No.
No?
No.
What do you think it's doing then?
I don't know.
All right.
Showing that Rusev does what he wants.
Making a TV show.
I'm Rusev. I do what I want.
He's already shown up Swagger a couple of times. I don't think they're. This was just. You have Sergeant Slaughter in the ring. Who else are you going to send? I guessed it before he came out. Like, who else is going to come out there? All the other Americans that defended our country are injured or have turned heel.
True.
So
True.
Swagger was like the only guy that could really stay in suit without introducing a new person into the fold.
That was a really fun segment, though, and I would have loved to see the Battle Royal, though.
I thought we were going to get a little something.
Then we
Yeah.
would have saw Cesaro.
Yeah, wow, we did not see him tonight.
Not even once.
We would have seen him lose. That's his MO lately, right?
Yep. And no Sheamus either, but I think he's actually out for an indefinite period of time.
We did see an upside down
Sheamus. Yeah.
Yes, we did. I don't know. I like the segment. Yeah, the question is, where does Rusev go from here? He's got the U.S. title. Still hasn't lost a match. I mean, via pinfall.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
I think he can go almost anywhere at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, with the U.S. title, jeez, he's gonna hang on to that, man. It might become I'm telling you, Dale, it might be Swagger Rusev again. Only the U.S. title's on the line.
Want to make a bet? Make a bet. Where'd you bet? Do it. Make a
This
bet.
seems
Where'd you
like
bet?
such lazy booking. I don't see a reason like.
I'm not
I
saying
still
you're-
hate America, and I'm
But
still the
how
American.
big of a pop did Swagger
Pretty
get when
big.
he came out?
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's a bad idea.
Hey,
I'm
you
saying
remember-
it's
Just not original.
tired.
At SummerSlam, before you became a meme, when Jack
There was
Swagger,
life before meme.
I know.
Thank you.
Brace yourself.
Where's my grapes? I demanded grapes.
But when the military came out and Jack Swagger's music hits, to quote Michael Cole, I got goosebumps. I mean, that, granted, Rusev won, but that arena and that match was fire.
That's fine. There's no possibility of Jack Swagger beating Rusev's streak of not getting pinned.
Were you just his stunt host? Okay.
Yes, I brought a Dale Dow. I don't really see anyone that has already been beaten by him going on to beating him now. Do you?
I mean, I'll be honest, I don't think Jack Swagger is going to be one to beat Rusev, but I would entertain the thought of another Swagger-Rusev match because I thought it was so well done last time. And Jack Swagger never gave up.
True.
If you recall, he passed out.
Just like the Big Show.
Yes. Yeah. And actually, no, Swagger may have tapped out at SummerSlam. I don't quite forget. But I would love to. I wouldn't mind seeing it again. That way you get Zeb involved, you get Lana involved, maybe they kiss. Who knows?
You've been wrong before, so why stop now?
I'm wrong all the time.
If you're not watching on YouTube, you're missing quite a show by Johnny Dow and Dale Dow.
I know, who's better? I don't know. It's pretty on point for both.
Yeah, good job, guys.
You just faked the laugh. Okay, that was solid. That was really solid. Ah, yay! Whoa.
We're gonna do this all night.
Hi, my name's Cathy Kelley. I like to do whatever Johnny does. That was fantastic.
Oh, goodness.
Anyways, we go back to Kane. He's still slaying them goods. Santino and Larry the Cable Guy come up and orders a hot dog with heavy mustard, and that's when Kane douses him in mustard. A lot of mustard flying around tonight.
I actually liked the trick of what's his butt, the comedian, doing the hot dog, getting the mustard off of his shirt with it. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a neat trick.
Who the hell? Somebody's just taking pictures off my website now.
Dylan Matthews 91 on Twitter just made a meme of Johnny holding. He actually is holding a Gator mascot head, and it says, "I'm the new Slater Gator mascot, guys."
Huh.
Like 4 years ago, I had an idea for a funny like promotional.
Oh, this is a real photo.
No, it really is. Yeah. So I rented a alligator costume and an alien costume, and I had my buddies dressed in it, and we sat at a bus stop while they were both holding bottles of liquor, and we just sat at a real bus stop, and a photographer took pictures. That was this would be funny.
Can you make that face again?
It's gonna take me some time.
That's the
what were
noise
you
it makes.
thinking in that photo?
I don't know. I just took the gator head and I was like,
I want to know what your shirt says. Party.
Party foul.
Is there a chicken on it?
There's a bird.
I
Is that your finisher?
Book it.
That is that picture's my finisher, yes.
Bucket, like the club we were talking about.
Yeah. There's a ridiculous amount of dumb. There's so many dumb pictures on my website. So Dylan, shout out to you, man. Buy my album. All right. So yeah, Kane douses Santino in mustard, hands it over to Larry, and then he tells Larry he's a big fan. I don't believe him.
Larry the Cable Guy is funny in his stand-up when he does it sometimes for a small amount of time.
Yeah, that's right. Justin Gabriel versus the new and improved Fandango. Anyone?
Hold on.
TBD.
He looks slimmer in black.
Listen.
He looks good.
Listen.
Nice haircut.
Listen.
Carrlyn, go.
They ruined him.
Whoa.
Okay.
What do you mean they ruined
him? His song was half a Fandango.
Is that his new song? No.
Yeah. I missed that.
Maybe they're trying to get more sales of the new song.
It was so good, and he was so cheesy, and now he's like a serious salsa dancer. Nobody wants that. Hold on.
Whoa.
I'm so mad. I'm so mad because they could have repackaged him and done something completely different. He's so talented. He's great in the ring, like we were talking about. He's from Maine, just like me. He's not even Hispanic. Come on, don't make him like a salsa flamenco dancer. Come,
you can
like he's Fandango.
Don't do that to the man. He could be great.
Well, everyone, I mean,
I'm not even done with the show.
That note card has words on it.
Dale, you really should have been her stunt double there.
I don't even have any note cards. I'm so unprepared.
No, I completely agree with you. I mean, everyone knows Fandango, he's great. He's great in the ring. He doesn't have to be Fandango.
Where's my grapes?
She's schmaltzing.
Where's my grapes?
He doesn't have to be Fandango, but he is, and I guess they decided to give it one more go and see what happens.
I don't feel that passionate about it, but I did think he was a little cheesy for his entrance. I think the music aside, because the music was iconic and had its own life.
Yeah.
But for him, he looks badass. Like,
He
and the
can
way
make
he slides
it work.
in. Yeah,
That's the thing, is he can make it work.
He can
so
and he will.
I don't agree with. I really do like the music. I think that he is. No, I like the old music. I like the old music. Rosa, I really like her. I think she looks stiff in this.
Yeah, she needs to figure out the dance moves. But she looks
The
good.
flippy thing was cool.
Actually, that was better than anyone he's had since he had real dancers.
But own it. Like Summer Rae still owned it. She
Summer
knew
was
she
such a
bad,
heel because she was bad. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was so confident in it, and I feel like
Rosa can't
looks
take
very
herself seriously.
uncomfortable in it.
she was trying to be sexy, but it was stiff at the same
it's like
time, which
robot
just
sexy,
that doesn't
which
work.
doesn't-
Well, here's the question: what is Fandango supposed to be? Because we didn't hear him talk. He's
just a mean dancer now.
He's a ninja flamenco dancer.
yeah.
And I don't think he has to be Latin to be a Latin dancer. And
Well,
I guess
yeah, I apologize.
they found like a moodier type of dance that fits an evil heel character.
Right.
You can't be a heel and be the other dance thingy he was doing. I think it wasn't working. Now, is this the right answer? I don't know. But I do miss the music. But he himself looked pretty badass.
Well, my question
They
is,
should have made a Latin remix to his old song.
That would have been much smarter.
Yeah.
Because we're kind of caught up on the music situation.
Jim Johnson could have got on that fast.
Yeah. Maybe they can fix it.
Here's the thing. Stop it. Here's the thing. Fandango, he's never been a face. Why not? And people cheer for. Why not let him? Maybe this is what this new reincarnation is. Why not let him be a face? Even if he's a goofy face that doesn't win very often, at least people would pop for it.
Yeah, that's what he was.
Why are we still forcing heel Fandango? I don't think we need to do that. Yeah. Maybe that's why I'm saying maybe this one isn't, because we haven't heard him speak. Or did he talk last night? I didn't see it. Okay. So he just wrestled in the pre-show. That was it.
Yeah, same match actually. Justin Gabriel was his opponent last night as well.
What? Same result?
Oh yeah. Hey, we're seeing Justin Gabriel. That's
Yeah, but 2 nights in a row.
See?
Well, you
It seems
yourself
like-
didn't watch the pre-show, so I guess
I
they're just kind of
couldn't.
making
I got
one.
home so late. And,
No
yeah.
excuses
You
needed.
broke your computer.
Just saying, maybe they felt like
I was calling wrestling
Everyone
matches,
who goes back to NXT to help the younger guys out ends up getting time on
Raw.
Raw.
Yeah. Look at Tyson Kidd.
Yeah.
Great
And I don't
example.
know whether that's, I mean, Tyson's was maybe a little bit of Total Divas stuff, but yeah.
Well, Gabriel's a fantastic wrestler. I mean, the guy makes
I've
other
always
people
liked
look
him, though.
good. Yeah. I mean,
I think they should be doing, if you want to talk about real issues, I think Fandango is at least getting chances. Justin Gabriel's just sitting around. I don't know if he made somebody mad or something, but that guy moves around in the ring real good.
he moves around, but personality.
They got a thick
Where is it?
star.
South Africa?
They got a really big amount of star. Where's the words today?
Star power?
Star power right now. So I don't think there's a need for Justin Gabriel. He might not have pissed anybody off.
Well, you
but
got to remember
I
though
feel
too, Fandango
there might be a need sometime down the road.
Johnny Curtis Fandango, whatever you want to call him. The dude is charismatic. He can speak, so he clearly should be something big.
Something else though.
Right. Well, sure, maybe.
Well, remember that gimmick he had? Was that in NXT when he was coming up and he was doing like word puns all the time? He was like, "You've got a chip on your shoulder."
That was his initial.
I love people who are punny.
I know, but it did not work for
Oh.
a debuting character. I don't.
It was on
know.
SmackDown, I believe. He would show
Maybe
up
it
a
was
little
that
bit.
one. Yeah.
I get it.
But I don't know. He's another one that they love him and they'll figure it out.
I hope so. Why? Stop ripping your
still
pages
upset
up.
Point. That's how I feel.
Moving on. It's the Heel Show. He's back, everybody. Mean Big Show.
I don't believe it.
No, it really happened.
His apology
He's
or
so
his heel
nice.
turn?
He's so nice.
So you liked what he said?
Just a nice big guy.
Well,
He
he's a
made a
human
mistake.
being who made a mistake and blamed his gigantism and said he made a snap decision, thought his team was going to lose, and then he gets mad and he says, "This is my life, damn it!" That was not Vince, that was Big Show. And he said, "If anyone has anything to say it to my face." And that's when Eric Rowan comes out.
One of the few people can say
Upside down
something to his
Sheamus.
face. Yeah.
Well, he did. He says, "I don't like bullies."
That's his music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The magic show music.
And he cleaned house with the Big Show. I liked
Circus
it.
delay music.
I love that
That's what we
stuff.
meant. Yep.
I love Eric Rowan. I popped for him so hard last night. Just seeing him wrestle and
I did not think
it was great.
It would be that good,
It
and
was
it is.
so
I was neither here nor there with Rowan. He could have disappeared, and I would have been like, well, I remember that guy, but I also didn't hate him. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But last night at the pay-per-view, he got to show his chops.
Oh yeah.
He was more than just a weirdo.
Yeah.
He was really large. Like, he was one of the best parts of that match. I
Yeah.
thought.
I mean, he was the one of the Wyatts that didn't really make sense being on their own.
Yeah.
And after that Renee Young pretty
That
hair
got me
thing, that
concerned,
was
yeah.
like,
Yeah. That went
hold
away.
on. And then, yeah, last night he was great.
I think they started that thing with Rowan where like pretty or whatever, but I think
They realized it
they're
didn't work.
tiptoeing back and forth. Rowan's going to be a weird dude, but when he gets in the ring, he can destroy you. And
I
he,
want the
you know,
cat.
Honestly, I think if Sheamus, I don't know exactly what's going on with Sheamus, but if whatever happened with Sheamus didn't happen, we may still be seeing Rowan look for that cat or Renee. But this opportunity happened. Now he got to be on Team Cena, and now it looks like it's taking a good direction.
It's
for him.
great.
making the most of it for sure. I mean, and the thing is, you know, people look at Luke Harper and they say, oh, he's by far way better than Eric Rowan. Okay, he might be better, but
I don't think
Eric
so.
Rowan can go. I know for a fact he's one of the better big men around. And
Him in the ring with Big Show, he's almost the same size.
Yeah. He's tall. His skill set. I think he could be better than Rowan. I really do. I don't know.
It all relies on Mike's skills, right? And I don't think we really haven't had a lot.
Or sorry,
Wait,
better than
yeah, I was
Harper.
about
Better
to
than
say.
Harper.
Yeah.
God, it's been a long day.
I mean, Harper's just, I think, got a bigger personality out of the two of them. Like,
Yeah.
Rowan just seems more subdued.
Yeah.
And that could, in the long run, surprise us more and be
Yeah.
cooler.
Yeah.
I like Rowan being a man of few words.
Harper's grossing me out too. Just he's getting
wife beater?
dirtier
You hate
and
the wife
dirtier.
beater.
It's so bad.
Well, Bray doesn't clean him now.
Well, he's
so.
gonna come out with like food in his beard or something next. I almost like
It needs to be like a Clorox commercial.
Yeah.
Who's selling off-white tank tops?
Who?
Well,
Where are you? Don't
he's just
do it
that sweaty.
anymore.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I don't know.
Give him a shower.
those are the tank tops from the compound. Moving on backstage, Seth Rollins is clearly voting on his phone. Jay and Dre try to pitch themselves, and then Ziggler comes up and says, "Hey guys, I have faith in you. As a matter of fact, I just asked my 1.4 million Twitter followers to vote for you too." And that was
Humble
fun.
brag.
Yeah, right. Hashtag humble brag steal the show.
I'm one of those followers.
And I also asked for a Chipotle burrito.
They're sending me a bowl, tortilla on the side.
I got a buy one, get one free coupon in my purse.
Really?
Nice.
When's it expire? You don't have to.
I'm probably not going to wait until it expires.
Yeah, we ain't getting
It's
it.
going to happen tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nikki Bella is next in the ring
I'll be here free.
with Brie Bella, the new Divas champion. Obviously, Nikki
did.
Bella.
We'll split the cost.
Well, yes. What?
Play a date.
We have we have Brie Bella taking on AJ Lee. And actually, AJ, you know, dropped a couple of little bombs on the mic saying that Nikki has made the title an accessory, and Brie proves she's a bigger skank than her sister. And then Brie basically is in control most of the match, gets a roll up for the win, some help from Nikki. And that's when AJ decides to say, "You two prove that talent is not sexually transmitted." And we were like, "Dude."
Someone sent a meme earlier, I think it was Rostafa, and it said, "Talent isn't sexually transmitted, but pipe bombs are."
Yeah, for real.
Let's be honest. I don't know if AJ is like officially over it or whatever, but it's coming off really well on camera. Like she seems bitter towards those two girls, or maybe just whatever is happening. I don't
It's
understand. what's
definitely
happening.
not PG.
Yeah.
So are they
Yeah.
allowing that part? I mean, it's cool. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what she says.
It's
Turn them off. Turn it up.
it's a weird situation.
Yeah.
Well, you
Does she know
mentioned
she's
about like
going?
maybe AJ's on her way out. What's happening, or is this just ramping her back to the character she was last year?
Or she's like, I don't give a.
Who? Beep, beep. That I don't know. That comment seemed pretty close to home.
I mean, those three women are all attached to the biggest guys in wrestling.
They
so
really are, which is
It's almost a
that's-
kettle calling
Oh.
black thing, you know.
Yeah,
But
well, I mean,
it's-
Wait, I didn't even understand that then. I thought she was talking about the kiss. and that the talent didn't.
No.
Oh,
They're all
no.
Nikki and Cena, Brie and Daniel Bryan.
Right. They're all married, and two are married. One is
You're not
dating, and
absorb their talent.
Got
I thought you
By
was making
getting
a
it
joke
all.
on the kiss that like you're not gonna
Well,
get this from me. Like,
I
kinda
actually
talent.
thought that too.
Wow.
Oh no, I presumed it was because of their.
That's all right. That's why you're the stunt doubles. It's okay.
Wow.
Yowza.
I wonder if anybody else also got confused. Or
I'm always confused, so I'm not gonna get
Yeah,
mad.
Johnny's not the best for asking that.
That's crazy. I mean, it's like that makes the
I mean, it's
what
a
you're saying.
total zinger.
Total.
It's almost like that was a shoot comment. In a
Oh
way.
yeah. I don't know if the "let's be honest" was that was just like a fun wordplay.
See, I think that's what got me into the mindset because they kissed.
yeah.
So then I was
Yeah.
thinking she's still talking about the kiss.
Yeah.
So
And plus, you know, the match didn't last very long. AJ just flat out lost with a roll up.
Yeah, Brie. There was not. I mean, there was a distraction, I guess. Right? Or-
We've
I'm
seen
still
people go out like that before.
Yeah. I'm still really confused by why is Brie teaming with Nikki again, it
She's
seems like.
very much in Nikki's side.
and is that
When-
something we have to watch the show for? Total Divas? Like, do we have to?
That's. I mean, that's not till like January
yeah,
something.
it's
so-
on hiatus right now.
Yeah.
So
This is definitely.
is she
AJ
just
related.
playing along too,
Yeah.
or are they just not going to address it?
Unless this feud is going to continue and we're all just completely wrong. But this, I don't know, to me this looks really odd. Like there's something that AJ might literally might be gone or leaving or on her way out.
If I had to like analyze it, which I guess that's what we're doing, I would say that maybe she finally decided, like she came up with like one side or the other said, this is not going to continue from here forward, whether it's WWE or AJ, I don't know. But now they're just going to book her like until she's out, maybe.
That would be sad.
It would be real sad, but
It's kind of like how, I mean, if a lot of people, I mean, wasn't Caitlyn losing to everyone before she left?
But she left on amicable terms,
that was-
I think.
Right, very true.
so and this could be amicable. We're not really sure, but it just feels.
And Victoria
feels
was
weird.
losing to everybody before she retired.
Well, but if you've been as a champ as AJ, I mean, AJ's been at the top, and if you know that you're leaving, you should sell to everyone as
Pass
you're
the
on your way out the
torch.
door.
Yeah.
Because that's your job.
Right,
Yep.
totally.
And you're only going to get more opportunities if you continue to do good work.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Make them happy.
Not making them happy. Have other companies be like, oh, well, we want her.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
does. She does a good job. Yeah.
I mean, a comment like that makes me think the feud's going to continue, but who knows?
Well, I was predicting Brie versus Nikki this whole time, and now that just seems like it's not even a possibility because
Yeah.
they're very on
Yeah.
the same page.
But they did cite that Brie's only got a few days left on the personal assistant gig.
But she didn't look begrudging
No.
yesterday or today.
No.
This was all very like, she's got that like slick smile to her face, and I don't know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll see next week. on
We
Raw.
may. Next, we have Larry the Cable Guy and Santino Marella on commentary while Adam Rose, he tosses the bunny in the ring. We think it Adam Rose and the bunny versus Tyson Kidd and Natty. Really cool move in the corner. I can't speak. The bunny gets the bunny hop, Kathy, I guess. The bunny hop on Tyson Kidd.
That's what I was saying.
You know what it is? The bunny hop.
I mean, we just made
made it up.
Yeah.
I mean, call it what you want.
It looked cool. He finally tags in the wife for about a second, tags himself back in. Adam Rose hits a sweet spine buster, and then the bunny grabs Adam Rose's foot, trips him up. Tyson with the roll up for the win. It was weird. The bunny kind of swooped his feet and then started celebrating when his back turned. And then Adam Rose lost. I don't quite get it.
Well, he was standing too close to the ring, I think, and then, something happened with the
Rose
feet.
got distracted.
There was a stiff kick from Tyson Kidd to the bunny. I thought he was gonna knock that head off. I got worried there.
That was gnarly.
Might get a reveal a little early.
Right. The bunny's face was like this. Huh?
It was stuck in that position. I don't know. This is a little off topic, I guess, but I don't know what's going on with Tyson Kidd and Natty. Like he's still acting very heelish towards Natty, but she almost seems into it lately.
Yeah.
And they were like
supportive of it.
yeah, because remember it was only 3 or 4 weeks ago that he came out on his phone ignoring her match.
She's trying to be a good wife and make it work.
It's like the battered wife syndrome where
It
she's
does
just
feel a
like,
little bad kind of situation.
if you must, honey.
But we got to get a reveal for this bunny sooner than later, don't we? I feel like you're right about the bunny.
I think it's got to ramp
exhaustion.
up.
Show me.
I think Rose has to destroy the bunny, and then it's got to a match has to be set up. and then somehow the bunny will be revealed.
Yeah.
I'm okay with waiting. I mean, I know it's cheesy, I know it's campy, but at least I think it's being done okay so far. Because if Adam Rose is going to work, he's not going to work as this awesome party dude. I think he needs to be a sociopath, and that's what he's creeping towards.
It's helping him get to where he needs to be, and the bunny is the device to do it.
Right.
I'm all right with that.
And if it takes him longer to get there, so be it. I'd rather see Adam Rose achieve what he needs to achieve as opposed to just rushing this whole bunny angle and then not knowing where to go.
And look at what he was doing before this bunny angle, selling every branded sponsor that came in the door. And that wasn't fun for him.
They sold product on Survivor Series.
Well, yeah. But, what, through the bunny?
Remember? They were playing with the action figures?
Yeah, they were.
Okay,
That's how that match got set up.
That's true, yeah.
And then Adam Rose lost in the...
Yep.
He even lost that.
The bunny beat him.
Yeah.
All right, running out of time. Renee backstage with Ryback, and Ryback says, "It's almost Thanksgiving, and the big guy's hungry. You know where a good concession stand is?" And he just walked on.
I like Ryback's voice.
I like Renee's straight hair.
Oh yeah, and her awesome color, the blonde and the lowlights and the. Oh.
Her hair.
And we learned last week. We learned last week on the show. There's one person Ryback follows on Twitter. That's the Trinidad friend of the show.
That's right. Yeah.
I didn't believe her. She showed it to us on the show.
Huh.
I don't know. Someone's got a crush on old Thea Ryback.
Lots of people have crushes on Thea.
That's true. All right, Xavier, Biggie, and Kofi, and New Day, they're all together. Oh my God, I can't wait. Next week.
A new day.
Finally. How does
A
the
new
Christmas come
dawn.
early?
A new dawn.
A new dawning, I think.
Dawning.
New dawning. Dawning.
I'm excited.
That must have been a
dawn.
fun day of shooting.
Is it a new dawn?
That's what it said at the very end with all three of them.
Yeah.
A new day is dawning or something.
Something like that. Either
All
way.
right, give it to me.
Yeah.
I love factions. I love all three of these guys,
Yeah.
and I just have no idea where they're going with it.
No idea. I don't know how this is going to translate to wrestling. No clue whatsoever.
They better have a choir when they debut, though.
It's got to, at least for that
Have to.
debut.
I mean, the only thing I can remotely relate to it is remember when the Dudleys broke up years ago and he became the Reverend Devon? That's how Batista first got
Batista
interested.
was his little
The Deacon Batista.
Yeah.
That did not last for more than a couple of months.
Wow.
I love Devon's song. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing I can really relate it to. I mean, of course, you had the Pope, D'Angelo Dinero, but I don't know. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Those seem like serious gimmicks, but this definitely has a funny edge to it. Like it doesn't seem like they're taking this too seriously.
The three of them are so. I do watch their online. Their
yeah.
videos are brilliant. They're
Yeah.
so funny.
So, good on them.
I can't wait.
I'm so happy.
They're all three
Psyched.
really legitimately good human beings, and it's great to see them getting something on TV.
Well said.
Absolutely. All right, moving on. Ryback visits Kane at the concession stand. What is he? He orders a protein shake, a beef jerky,
Some weird, yeah.
something else. Sounds like something I would order.
And all he got was a hot dog.
Yeah, Kane holds up just a hot dog, no bun, and just hits him with the hot dog. Almost.
Hot dog.
I need to watch that hot dog. So much.
Let the big guy slide the pen back over.
Can I do it again?
Yeah, please.
Hot dog.
Got it.
Hey, hot dog.
So a melee breaks out, food fight, mustard everywhere, ketchup everywhere,
Popcorn
and then
everywhere.
popcorn everywhere. Kane retreats, and Ryback lets him know that he forgot his nuts.
I like the close-up on the peanuts just so that
In case you weren't sure.
in case
where.
you couldn't tell what he was holding.
A lot of peanuts,
Yep.
Salty
He
nuts.
forgot him.
chock full of nuts.
Bag of nuts. Nut bag.
Renee backstage with John Cena and Dolph Ziggler saying last night they needed a miracle, and that miracle. I don't even know what you said. I'm not even gonna.
Said a nut bag.
Not gonna. There's your pen.
Thank you.
Last night, the
Yeah,
miracle
write that
was a man named Sting, and tonight the power is with the people, and the show is going to be stole. So it brings us to the main event. John Cena, Dolph Ziggler versus Seth Rollins and J&J Security Systems Plus. 93% of the universe chose them.
Someone made a meme of us.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you gotta show
What's happening?
it.
What's happening?
Aaron, AJ 0314, the same guy that made the little imager of me doing like this stuff last week, made an imager of Cathy being my stunt double, and it's oh god.
Can I see?
Yeah, you can see
it's
it. Oh dear God Almighty.
Oh my god.
AJ, you're awesome.
That's amazing.
Funny is, this is how dumb I am with technology. I had to message him last week. I'm like, hey man, how do I like save that? He had like step by step me how to do it.
How do I do that?
I don't know.
I want one.
I'm not an adult.
I want one.
Well, actually, he'd probably get one of you two because you guys were doing some cool stunt stuff.
I don't know how to do that, so if you do it for me, I'll love you for.
AJ probably will. He's quick on it. He's
Thank
quick on the draw. I think he'll probably hook you up.
He's sitting there like,
Yeah, right.
Making me work.
Not you, Beanie.
not today.
Not you, Beanie.
I don't know you.
Was that an item at the concession stand?
Yeah.
Nacho Beanie.
No cheese though.
That's right. Moving on, Ziggler and Cena hit the ring. Daniel Bryan follows them, and of course, the match gets started. J&J run into each other to start. Classic comedy skit right there, and then J&J in control for a few minutes, but this match really was relatively, I don't want to say non-existent, but it was
one-sided.
It was uneventful.
Yeah.
Rollins abandons his team, zigzag and an AA to both of them simultaneously for the win, and then Daniel Bryan tosses Rollins back in the ring. Super kick, attitude adjustment, and needless to say, all the former Authority members got theirs tonight.
Show did. Even J&J. You know, I like seeing guys that you know can wrestle put into those kind of like comedic things where you know everybody's going to be safe and it'll be something
and you
exciting.
can tell they enjoy it too.
Absolutely.
Jamie Noble was such a great performer and a great character back in the day.
Yeah.
And Joey Mercury never really said much with Eminem, but
he was great in the ring, for sure.
But I've always loved Noble. He got it. He gets performing.
Yep. And you know they were just like, yes.
Yeah.
Adding these two, perfect.
Yeah, I loved it.
And I really am glad that I don't know what's happening with Triple H and Steph, but I really, really want to see J&J still around.
Oh, yeah.
I think they should stick with Rollins. I don't see a reason. That's like their little gift
minions.
to Rollins or something, you know? I think
they just piss him off every week.
Yeah.
Not security guards.
Yeah, it's not security. That's their new nickname.
Yeah. So just as Raw is about to go off the air, we hear a noise.
Ding,
We're like,
And
wait a
it's
minute.
not Sting's music.
No.
Nor is it Bad News Barrett's music.
No.
ding.
It's the
Anonymous GM.
who just so happens to have a podium right next to the announcer's table, and they looked shocked to see it.
It came out of the floor, apparently.
set that up?
It was a Rey Mysterio podium, apparently. Just popped out of there.
It sure was. Which Michael Cole says, "May I have your attention, please?"
He also had the microphone right here. Just
Yeah.
He was so smug about that too.
Well,
He
that was
was.
like when he got his heat. Like, that angle was what made Michael Cole the hated Michael Cole.
Heel Cole. Yeah, he was all. Yeah.
So
I mean, this Raw GM thing, I want to say it was only I want to say it was 2011-ish. It wasn't that long ago.
No, yeah, Edge was still around because I remember Edge
Right.
beating up the laptop at some point.
But it was shortly before Edge retired. It wasn't, and Edge only retired a few years ago.
Well, he retired at 26. Is that when he retired?
No, I don't think it's been
27.
that long. Yeah, maybe about 3 years. The Raw GM thing, it hasn't been that long, but yeah, apparently we have an anonymous Raw GM statement saying the party is officially over. Next Monday, Order and Discipline returns to Raw, and then the computer has a complete breakdown, either that or just nonstop emails over and over again. And that's how Raw
Turn
goes
on
off the
a
air
silence button.
with Michael Cole laughing and John Cena and Ziggler also laughing in the ring. I don't know. It was interesting.
It's a weird throwback because if you don't, I mean, it lasted a while, the anonymous GM, and I think it ended up being Hornswoggle. But
That's before
Kathy was watching, I think it was a weird throwback because it's like, what's going on?
yeah,
What's
did
all
you
these
know what was
weird
going on?
noises?
No.
Ooh.
I was trying to silence my phone and I realized that it wasn't my phone.
It didn't register with me either right away. I was like,
That is what our phones sound like during Raw.
But you've been watching for
alerts.
quite some time.
yeah, but it didn't like. I haven't been watching as seriously as I have been the past like 2 years.
Okay.
Back then, so it wasn't something that registered with me right away. I was like, what?
Well, the funny thing is
yeah.
the anonymous Raw GM thing ended so poorly with Hornswoggle being announced that I think a lot of people were just like, oh, really?
Let's block that out.
All that time for that?
Well,
It's going to be Torito.
You can say that about a lot of the long-lasting angles. Like, the payoff is never worth or is never as entertaining as the journey to.
Sometimes
Yeah.
it
Well,
is.
Sting was.
Wait, did Sting sign?
Yeah.
I don't know, like who hit Stone Cold or whatever, and it turned out to be Rikishi. It was like, yeah, okay, I guess, but there was more fun guessing who had done it. Like, who's going to be satisfying for the bunny?
Cesaro.
Not nobody.
Wait, not the bunny. For the GM. Cesaro.
But it's just about guessing. It's the fun of guessing
Yeah.
stuff.
I mean, I sure didn't expect this anonymous Raw GM thing to happen again, let alone so quickly.
A little bit of us is always going to be like disappointed if it's not who we wanted it to be.
It could be.
You know, if we have an idea and then the payoff, like it's even if the payoff is great and we're happy, a little bit of
Yeah.
us is like, wow,
It could have been
I wish
this.
it was so
Yeah,
and so.
yeah.
I mean, if it was Hornswoggle before, then at least it should be better this time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I don't think we're getting this as an angle again. I think they were just saying, like, somebody new will be here next week. It won't be Daniel Bryan.
Oh.
I think that was really all this was about.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Yeah.
Well, may I have your attention, please? The show's over.
Oh.
Let's all put ourselves over. Cathy Kelley?
You can find me on Twitter at Carrlyn Kelly, and you can find me on Instagram at Cathy Kelley.
Dale Rutledge.
Hey, I am The Walking Dale on Instagram and Twitter. You can also find me and Johnny on Nerdist.com at the Wrestling Compadres Slamcast every Wednesday.
Carrlyn Bathe.
Okay, you can find me on Twitter at Carrlyn Bathe, on Instagram at Carrlyn Bathe. Add me on Facebook, and I'm at every single LA Kings home game, and sometimes on your TVs on Fox Sports West.
That's right. At Jay Quasto, at Wrestling Buds with me, compadre Dale. And if you live on the East Coast, December 21st, I have a show back home. It's my annual holiday comedy show. Please come out. Hit me up on the social media. If you live anywhere over there, I will tell you how to get tickets. And for my stunt double, for Dale's stunt double, we thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next week.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Bye.